All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
That's Hey, exit. Step.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Strong right.
Rush in.
Blue draw quarters.
Luck now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Crunch. Shit.
Hey, check.
Hey, alert.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
That's another.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Check 99. Check 99.
Reggie.
Who's checking? Crash.
6 minutes. 6 5. 6
Here's Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Colts, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 50. You go tight. You got tight. You right there. Pick the edge.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Watch the pass. Check 24. Check 24. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Defense.
Protein spill.
He's coming.
5.
He's coming.
Door out. Look at me. Door. Back.
Hey, watch the edge. Check. Fresno.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Leo.
Shift. Watch twist.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
An 8-yard pickup.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
Check 22 jet bomber. 5.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike, 58, right there.
Go on. Hey, stand up.
Check 4. Kill. Big edge.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen connecting here with DJ Shark. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Slam. Yo, go. Shoot.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
On first down, Luck. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Blue 90s! 11 feet! Gone right.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shift! Check. On. Check.
On first and 10, Luck. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 3. Here we go.
Luck. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd down and 10.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike 50.
I got wide.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's a gain of 18.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Check. Wrong.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Throwing again is Luck. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch the twist. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Again, Luck. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's Locke. And now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Switch.
Allen now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Topper!
This is Foster. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Foster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. 12. Safe. Check.
From the gun, here's Love. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Foster on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Locke. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Locke. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for the Colts.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Luck now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 8-yard line.
Let's get it. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Bam. Rock it.
Check. 25. Check 25. Check. Go. Check out.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ray McLeod, 92 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Luck now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack.
Complete to Marlon Mack.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
Kill. Joker.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
No.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 28.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Foster. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tyquan Lewis makes a stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ready? 26 home team, spell.
Let's go, defense.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Got you. Topper. It's a safety creep. 5.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Luck on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you?
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
52-18, chop it. Alert 3. Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
61, matchbox lights. Ready to go.
On the counter, it's Foster. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
36-yard line.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now Allen Operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 37-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll give it back to Armstead. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, many defensive lines are coached to play the run on their way to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 3-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.